In this video, we'll see how to make the trending hot cocoa or hot chocolate bombs. Let's get started. In a bowl, take 4 teaspoon cocoa powder, add 3 teaspoon powdered sugar, a pinch of cinnamon powder or dalchini powder, this is optional, and a pinch of salt. So we are preparing a mixture of hot cocoa or drinking chocolate, but if you already have store-bought drinking chocolate, you can use that powder instead of making this. This is ready. To make the hemispheres for hot chocolate bomb or hot cocoa bomb, you need a silicone mold. So here I've got a smaller one, but if you want to make bigger hot chocolate bombs, you can buy a bigger one, bigger mold. Heat water in a pan and place another bowl over it. So here I've got dark compound, 3/4 cup. Dark compound is easy to work with compared to your regular pure chocolate. So I'm using Maude's dark compound, not Maude's dark chocolate. You can use any brand's compound, whatever you like. You can also microwave your chocolate to melt it. Put around 1 teaspoon chocolate in each hemisphere if you're using a mold of similar size as mine. If you're using a bigger one, you can add more. It's okay if you end up adding a lot of chocolate in one hemispherical cavity, you can remove it. Now taking a small spoon, you need to make sure that you coat every edge of the hemisphere with this chocolate. The top edges of the hemispherical mold or the hemisphere tends to be thin because the chocolate goes down in the middle. That's why we're going to apply a second layer only on the top edges. So let's see that later. If you feel that the chocolate after you coat the sides is more in the cavity, you can flip the mold and remove the excess chocolate, or you can just take it out using your spoon. Now refrigerate this for 10 minutes. Do not put this in freezer, put it in your regular refrigerator, and again apply some chocolate. I'm applying chocolate now only on the upper edges because if it remains thin, it becomes very tricky to take it out of the mold and the chocolate shell might break. So this will strengthen the top edge. Chocolates in some of the shells is already set, but I'm going to again refrigerate this for 10 minutes. So I'm putting this in my normal refrigerator section for 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes and now I'm going to pull the silicone mold on the sides so that the shell, it becomes easier for the shell to come out. So you can follow what I'm doing in the video, and similarly you can demold. So you need to be careful while doing this. Taking the shells out of the mold is a bit tricky and you need to be patient with it. Now gently push and then take the sphere out. Hemisphere, not sphere. We would be making spheres out of these hemispheres. Next, we're going to use the same mold as a stand. So here I've got 12 hemispheres, that means I would be able to make 6 spheres. Here I've got a plate, it's hot, I just microwaved it for a few seconds. You can also warm your pan on your gas stove or induction and use that. So gently move the hemisphere on your plate or your pan, it will quickly melt. You need to be careful that you lift it immediately because otherwise your hemisphere will just disappear. This step is done to level the edges so that when you join the other hemisphere on top of this, there is no gap and you get a seamless joint. Though not very seamless, but at least there wouldn't be any gaps. So 6 in the stand, in the inverted mold. Now add some prepared hot cocoa mixture, or you can use ready-made one. Here I've got marshmallows, these are vegetarian. So I got the bigger ones, there was no smaller size, so I chopped them. Tossed in icing sugar so that these do not stick, and now I am placing these inside the shells. Repeat the same steps for the remaining 5 shells. Next step is to place the other shell on top of this, so you need to melt. Again, you can microwave your plate or you can warm your pan on your gas stove. Just melt or swirl your second hemisphere and place it immediately on the other one, and it would immediately stick because of the melted chocolate. If you see that there's some extra chocolate, you can wipe it off. but be gentle while doing it. And the person you see in the reflection of these hot chocolate bombs is my husband. You can use these hot chocolate or hot cocoa bombs as is, or you can decorate with some melted chocolates or sprinkles. Some sprinkles. Let the white chocolate set. You can place this in your refrigerator or just let this sit. It's already cold. The weather is nice and this would sit quickly. Look how cute these hot chocolate bombs look. You can either first add these hot chocolate bombs in your cup or mug and then pour milk, or you can do it the other way, the way I'm doing. If you make this at home, you can first try adding only one chocolate bomb to your cup of milk. If you feel, you can add the other one. So this way, with this recipe, you can either make 3 cups or 6 cups, depending on how strong you would want your hot chocolate to be. Just for your information, not the entire 3/4 cup of chocolate went into making these shells, so some was left after this. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Give this recipe a try and enjoy!